Ninja Nick here with
I felt no fear when they
TV.
sealed the tomb before me. Only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
Okay, I gotta say, what's up and welcome to 420 Gamer TV. I am Ninja Nick and welcome to a nerd talk. I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I told you guys I was going to play this, and I was going to talk about a specific kind of game that hasn't been seen or talked about in a very long time.
Until just days before our interment.
It's hard to believe you came from such a faraway time. Tell me, what were the deserts like then?
This is something I hope if they do another Champions game, and if you paid attention to the title, I called it Champions Return to Norath. Now, if you know Champions, then you know there's two games. There's Champions of Norath, and then Champions Return to Arms. Now, Norath, I believe, if I remember correctly, I remember the lore and everything, Norath is the country or it's the planet. I can't quite remember, and I do apologize on that. It's just been a very, very long time since I've played it. I mean, I really wish I had it for my PS2 that I have, but Champions Return to Arms and Champions of Norath. Now, Return to Arms is the second one. Champions of Norath is the first one. And oh my god, it was so fucking fun. But now, what I would love for them to do, I mean, literally love for them to do, is make another Champions game. I mean, Champions was a lot like Diablo, except it was on system. And it was fucking awesome. And I believe if it wasn't for the Champions games, Diablo wouldn't have even thought or even considered about, I shouldn't even say Diablo, but Blizzard wouldn't even thought to even consider. I mean, like, literally, if it wasn't for those Champions games, which was an aerial view, you get a character, you choose that character, you play as that character, and you give them shit. Now, your weapons and your armor is your customization, as well as the skills and abilities you choose to use. But, I love the unique characters that you were able to have with you. You know what I mean? The unique characters that you were able to have with you was so fucking awesome. I mean, it literally was. I couldn't believe it. Okay, 21 to 25, 113 dexterity per kill, chance to fear on hit. Let's give you that one, I guess. But
you almost
make
theft unnecessary.
I think it'd be badass if the third installment that they do, right, would be called Champions Return to Norath, meaning, you know, you, in the beginning, this time, instead of, okay, yeah, you know, you're a good guy, let's say you choose the side you're on first, meaning you're a good guy or a bad guy, and or they give you a third choice of being neutral. You know what I mean? Choosing to work both sides, being like a mercenary style. And then towards the end, choosing who you want to win. You know what I mean? I love RPG games that give you choices. That's kind of the point of an RPG game, is the choices that it gives you. Now, Champions Return to Norath, I think, you know, if they choose to call it that, and or if they even do another one, I hope to God they do. And if Blizzard takes it up and actually makes it, I would be definitely fucking stoked. And if they do, review and watch old gameplay videos and everything else on Champions Return to Arms and Norath. Bring in all the original characters from 1 and 2, especially the fucking Lizard Dude. Lizard Dude was my favorite. All his abilities and everything. Poison abilities, being able to fucking, being able to, actually, holy shit, being able to actually make things better, craft weapons and everything else. I constantly think about how badass it would fucking be.
My favorite.
Conjures a pool of energy that deals damage and causes affected enemies to take additional damage. Disorients enemies for that one. Hexes a nearby group of enemies. An aura that increases attack speed for you and the enchanters. Okay, I got nothing there for you yet, but okay. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see another Champions game. I really would, and I would love for it to be fully customizable, much like most RPG games now. I mean, I definitely would be accepting and understanding of, it being traditional to the point to where, you get a character, you get to choose somewhat like what their look is, because I mean, you do get to do that in Champions Return to Arms.
I got some new things. You should take a look.
And I mean, I did enjoy that a lot about that game. Being able to actually do that made that game 100 times fucking better. It literally did.
Last time I passed through here was soon after meeting Mira. She wanted to stop and see the city, but
being able to choose a lizard dude, the kind of horns he had, scale color or whatever else. And then as you leveled up, because yeah, back then the max level in Champions Return to Arms was only level 30. But at the same time, it was a lot different back then compared to now, you know what I mean? And I constantly think on how badass it would be if, everything that they have now, if they were to, oh god, if they were to, actually do that, and bring that game, and I know Champions, and I know for a fact Champions, sorry about that, I know Champions would do excellent too. I mean, really fucking excellent. All up for 30s. Okay, so I need to get to at least, let's get to 40. I'll get to 40. Yeah, let's get to 40. And then I'll train you. I think she's maxed out over here. But, yeah. Champions Return to Norath. Please, 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 Activision, Blizzard, any of you really good game companies, shit. I would love for Obsidian to fucking take up the mantle of that game. I mean, not Bethesda, because Bethesda, I mean, I like Bethesda, don't get me wrong, but, I'd rather them stick with Fallout and fucking Elder Scrolls. Just stick with those games. You guys know those games. You will fuck up anything else.
I must say, I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in. But you could be a bit more open about your love for us,
My family is dead.
Don't try to hide it. You act like you just need us for our skills, but we know the real reason you've brought us along with you.
Really? But, I mean, who else would love to see a new Champions game who's actually played Champions? I mean, I would like to see in the comments, like, literally people talking about their favorite characters, their favorite class, their favorite ability of their favorite character in class. Because, I mean, they had warriors, they had mages, they had fucking barbarians, they had, everything. They even had a tiger berserker dude that you can make a panther and shit, or a lion. I mean, like, literally, it was badass. I loved that fucking game. I mean, that game just rocked. It literally fucking did. And there's not many other games back then that were able to even contend to that game, in my opinion. But, oh my god, just thinking about them doing a new Champions game and just bringing it all back and everything else, I get stoked, and I just keep thinking, it's like, fuck yeah. I mean, even if all they do, right, at first, I mean, do this, right? Do a digital version of Champions Return to Arms and Champions of Norath, right? Do like a digital download, like fucking revamp of the game for people who've actually missed it. Because I mean, come on now, you did it for Dark Cloud 2, you could do it for this game. Trust and believe me, if there's enough of us who fucking beg PlayStation to do it, I bet, or even Xbox. Just, I mean, like literally for a game company to redo it, I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a hassle, yes, but it is on PlayStation 2 and it is possible. Anything on the previous system of PS2 or Xbox 360 is possible to be re-put on the new systems. All it just takes is time. Now, I think it would be a badass idea if they were to do this, right? Do a digital version of Champions of Norath and Champions Return to Arms, put it on the system, okay? Give it about a year or 2 years, you know, play time for people to either, you know, re-get into it, re-bring it back to the world, you know, the known world. So, you know, all this new generation of kids, you know, will be like, oh my god. After that, then do a physical copy of a brand new version of number 3 of Champions Return to Norath, or whatever, you know, the game company who develops it decides to call it. And I mean, if they decide to call it Champions Return to Norath, fuck yeah, dude, I'll be stoked. Don't need no money. All I care about is if they fucking use my idea. Because then, I have video proof that I came up with it first. But still, I mean, I would love for them to do that. Because I want to play 1 and 2 again. I miss playing 1 and 2. And having them on a PS4 where, you know, the graphics is better and everything else. Fuck yeah. And being able to play with my friends. Fuck yeah. I mean, I would love to be able to do that. And I think a digital one would be perfect to see if even a physical copy would be worth it. Because physical copies, now this is the thing, right? And most people don't know this. Developers and game companies make more off of digital sales than do off physical copies. Wonder why? A physical copy, they have to do 2 payments. They, one, have to pay for the fucking actual CD and the fucking cartridge, you know, or not cartridge, but case that the game goes in, right? Which is why right now they're actually trying to transition everyone to go digital. Fuck that. I'm a physical person. I like having a collection of games that I can look at and go, yeah, that's what I got. Because you can't have your entire collection sit on your front screen of your fucking PlayStation or Xbox. Unless you, like, set it up that way, and then at that point in time, you're just sifting through what game you want to play and your programs. That ain't fun. So, you know, a digital version of those two, I'll definitely would love to have. And then a physical version of a new game, I want a lot. And if there's anyone, you know, who actually agrees, smash that fucking like button, share this shit. I don't want it for attention. I want this idea to get out there. I want other people, all my fellow other gamer YouTubers, if you guys agree with having another Champions game out there that, you know, all of us could play together and do shit together and have fun together, fuck yes. Fuck yes. I especially would love Blizzard to do it. I would really, 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 really love Blizzard to do it. Because I know they would stay true to traditional overhead view. Now, I wouldn't mind, you know, having a closer view, almost Skyrim status, being able to see through my character's eyes. I wouldn't mind that. But, I mean, I do enjoy this because these are dungeon crawlers, and the amount of enemies that come at you in waves and waves and waves, you wouldn't be able to make it seeing through their eyes or having like an aerial or having that. But if you guys agree, like I said, smash that like button, share this to all the people you know, get the idea and everything else out there. I mean, let's get this done, guys. I mean, I would love to see a new Champions game. I really, 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 really would. Just thinking about a new Champions game is like, fuck yes. Fuck yes, let's do it. Let's motherfucking do it. But that's it for this video. You know, I sat here for about 14 minutes just talking, you know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have the same thought processes, or at least agree with me somewhat about a whole new Champions game and everything, because come on now, who wouldn't? But I'm Ninja Nick, wishing you guys a happy and healthy day. I hope you all have a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for my next one. Later, guys.